All right, let's see how well this is gonna go. What's going on, guys? It's actually kind of late. Well, not too late, but it's like 9 o'clock. And I got these sequential side mirror turn signals on eBay. I think they're like 25-30 bucks. Actually, let me do this one in the light. And I was gonna wait till tomorrow after work to do it, but I said screw it, I'm impatient. So I see, got my little night light, or headlight, excuse me, on. And so I started taking apart the driver's side because obviously I've never done it before. So I'll show you guys. I'm like halfway through the process. I got it plugged in and made sure that it works. So let's check it out. So got the car and accessory just to test it, but let's make sure that it works. It's quite nice. Now, you guys seen at the beginning it wasn't working because don't recommend this. Let me turn, see how it's not working right now? It's because something I shouldn't have done is when I pulled out this connector, it was kind of hard to come out and I was pulling it by the wires. Rule number one, don't pull a connector by the wires. So I'm gonna have to push those wires back in. But there you go. It has this blue film on it too to make sure to save it from getting scratched. But you see I pushed the connectors in and it works perfect. It's quite nice. I actually really like them. And they're smoked as well. Once I take the blue film off, you'll be able to see it better. But they're black. So I'm gonna put this one back together. And I'm gonna go on the other side and I'll give you guys some tips and stuff on what to take out and stuff to do it the right way. So I learned on this one. Like I said, I've never done it before. So I'm gonna put this one back together and then I'll start fresh on the other one and show you guys how to do it. All right, guys, so I didn't mention, this is the box it came with. Obviously, that's an old one from the driver's side I just did. And then this is a new one. It also came with all the tools needed to do this job. So that's quite convenient. At first I was confused on, this passenger side doesn't fold back, so it might be a little bit harder. But the first thing you want to do is grab your pry tool, get in here behind this mirror, and I'm sure there's a more professional way to do this, but you know, sometimes you just send it, pop it off of the clips. And I'm not too sure on the year, make or mod, or years, but mine has the defrosters, so you guys can see right there, those two connectors. So those just pull off. See if I can do it with one hand. There's one, and there's two. So, see right there? That's if you guys have a defroster. So, this is an aftermarket mirror because mine failed. The defroster failed. So, I don't think this has a defroster on it. I'm pretty sure it doesn't because it's cheap. I think I got it off of eBay or Amazon or something a few years back. But it does the job. I've owned this car for about 10 years and I probably used the defrosters on the side mirrors maybe 5 times. So anyways, besides the fact, so it's a lot easier on the driver's side. You're able to bend this mirror out, but on here you can't. So you're gonna grab your little I don't know, T10 or something. And the first thing you wanna do is remove that screw, and that screw. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that and I'll be right back. All right, so this is the motor that moves the mirror, and I recommend taking the screws out because that happens and you end up losing them. Shit. There's a total of 3. Oh, found the other one. Alright, so those 3 screws are what hold the motor in. So once you get that motor out, put it out of the way for the meantime, and then you're gonna want to remove this torque right here with the tool provided, and that one right there. So let's get those out and it'll be easier. Now the way you put it back on is you gotta do it backwards. I'll get to that point, but let's take those 2 off really quick. All right guys, so I was kind of how to do it off camera, but there's a clip back there, and then behind this bracket there's another clip, but you're gonna want to pop this lower bracket off like so, and then you can lift this up. So there's another clip up here. On the other side, I broke it. My car's old and all these plastics are super brittle, so oops, well, there you go. Another broken piece. But whatever, it's not a big deal to me, at least. Like I said, it's the first time me doing this. So the cover comes off, and then this is the blinker, obviously. Now I'd recommend getting a flathead screwdriver or something and not pulling on these wires like I was saying. I'm gonna remove that screw and that screw first to get this lower bracket off, and it'll be easier to get that connector off. So let's go ahead and take those off really quick. Alright guys, so like I was saying, the plastic is really brittle. There's a connector right here by my index finger that's moving, and then there's this clip that you see that just broke off. But good thing is this is on the old one. So I removed this lower bracket. That's a clip that broke off of the turn signal. Now you can just see if I can do this. Yeah, I'm gonna need 2 hands, but let's pull this connector out now. All right guys, so I just used some channel locks just to grip it and just kind of wiggle it out a little bit, but don't want to squeeze too hard on that connector because like I said, it's plastic and it could be brittle, so don't want to pull too hard on that. But now everything's apart. Here's this old one, so let's grab the new one. And I'd recommend not taking off the protective film until you're done. Once it's all put together, then you can go ahead and peel it off. So this connector, it's kind of hard doing this. I wish I had like a head mount or something, because I can't film and do it at the same time. But obviously the connector goes in there. It only goes one way because if you guys can see, the connectors, one's vertical and one's parallel, so it can only go in one way. So I'm gonna plug that in and start throwing this back together. All right guys, so it's kind of common sense. You just reverse the steps, do everything back to normal, put it on the way you took it off. So I got this lower bracket on, connectors plugged in. So before I put everything back together, I'm gonna go ahead and go inside of the car. Actually, you don't even have to start the car if you don't want to. I had the keys in here to make sure it worked, but what you can do is unlock the car and you can see it works. Lock it, unlock it, lock it. So it's good to check and make sure that the product or everything's connected properly before you put it all back together, so you don't have to take it all back apart again. So now I know the connector is on properly and it's working. Let's go ahead and put it back together. So that bottom piece is back on and it goes like that. So now what I learned on the other side, I don't remember how I did it, but it's actually better to put this piece on first, like that. Now what holds that on are the 2 black screws. So those 2 black screws, I'm gonna screw those in. One right there and one in that other hole. And the other hole that's next to it, so that hole right there is just an alignment pin. And, well, I just knocked it out. This side doesn't have an alignment pin, but that side has an alignment pin. As you can see there, just make sure the holes are lined up and start screwing it down. And one thing I also wanted to mention is don't tighten down too tight. Just get it till it's snug or till the screw bottoms out on the surface, because like I said, once again, the plastic is brittle. You over torque it, you risk of cracking it. And I learned from the other side. I tightened one just a little too tight and you can hear it crack. So just get it till it hits the surface and then stop. That stuff's not gonna come out. It ain't nothing crazy. So just a little tip right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that back on, put those screws back in, and then I'll show you how to put on the cover. All right guys, so I do want to mention, when you are putting it back together, it's a whole lot easier to put it back together. So I put the motor back on. Obviously I mounted this bottom bracket, and then when you grab this, you just want to align it. So there's a, and then there's clips in the back, like I was showing, those 2 clips right there. Those clip on the back here, one here and one here. And then on the bottom right here, you see there's clips. So it's better to put these front clips in. You just gotta kind of work it in there. There's also, it's not great quality, but there's another like little lip that's supposed to go under that metal piece right there. Like I said, it's hard doing it with one hand, but yeah, so I'm gonna use 2 hands. I'm gonna get that on, get that aligned back there, get these clips in here, and make sure those pop in back there. All right guys, so check it out. It's all good. That clip is down back there. Let's see if I can zoom in on that maybe. Right there. So there's a metal piece that goes into the mirror bracket. And then like I said, these clips goes in there. Those 2 clips will clip in back here. And that's all that holds the mirror on. So do the same thing with your mirror. Just want to align it up, plug in your defroster, pop it back in. You guys can see all the clips around here. Align them to this, make sure it's straight, and just push that back on. And there you have it. All right guys, check it out. The mirror's back on, it's aligned, good to go. Now like I was saying, keep that film on so you don't scratch it. You can grab a corner and voila. Man, this looks so much better. Because obviously the clear ones, you have the clear ones right here. And then the new ones. So let's make sure that they work. Oh, you see? That's what I'm saying. I must have pulled on the wire as I was putting it on. Let's see if this one works. Yep. That side doesn't work either. Well, that sucks. So, let's figure out why they're not working. Pop the mirror off. So use your pry tool again. Pop this mirror off. And then with the mirror off. Alright guys, well, the video took a little bit longer than anticipated, but some tips and tricks for you guys. So, like I said, take off that cover. you want to make sure that connector is on there properly. So I was able to get that piece in there, like I said, get in there, push that connector up all the way to make sure it's on there properly. So now let's go ahead and put that on. And yeah, if you guys have any questions, feel free to comment. I'll be more than glad to help you guys out. Also leave a like and subscribe. But yeah, I'm gonna get to the other side. Peace, guys.